Any idea what is vicious circle of poverty? Yes, the poverty beats itself means the reason of poverty is the poverty itself. It actually continues itself. Vicious circle of poverty. To which economics gave this concept? Professor Wigner, NURQSEMS, Professor Wigner. To mention definition as per Professor Wigner, to mention that it is a circular constellation of forces. It is a circular constellation of forces. It is a circular constellation of forces tending to act, circular constellation of forces tending to act and react upon one another, circular constellation of forces tending to act and react upon one another in such a way, tending to act and react upon one another in such a way as to keep a poor country, as to keep a poor country in the state of poverty, in the state of poverty, keep a poor country in the state of poverty. So circular constellation of forces tending to act and react upon one another in such a way as to keep a poor country in the state of poverty. Means there are a lot of forces which are acting and reacting upon one another and to maintain poverty in a poor country. So poverty is a cause and effect of itself. So this is vicious circle of poverty. And the main reason as per this concept is scarcity of capital. Scarcity of capital. And if capital is scarce, how we have made the circle? So in this manner we made the circle. Scarcity of capital means low productivity. Scarcity of capital, it will lead to low productivity. If productivity will be low, then low productivity means low income. Because production depends on income. So less production, less income, low income. If income will be low, yes, so then low savings, less savings or low savings. If people say out of income, if saving will be low, then low investment, and investment will be low, capital will remain scarce. Okay, the main cause of this is actually the scarcity of capital. Okay, since capital is scarce in developing countries and poor countries, so productivity is low. As I told you, production depends on capital, and less production, less income. Less income, less savings, and less saving, less investment, capital will remain scarce. So this is vicious circle of poverty. So as per this, his theory, the most important reason of underdevelopment is scarcity of capital. And as I told you, capital is supposed to be most important variable. Not only this theory, most of the theories actually they have given prime importance to investment. Like one theory is big push theory. So it said that huge investment is needed to accelerate the pace of development in developing countries. One is critical minimum effort theory. It says that just like aeroplane need a minimum speed, similarly economy needs a minimum investment for takeoff. Okay, so most of the development models actually pertaining to developing countries are based on capital. So this is just one term which shows importance of capital formation. Now, as per this model, to promote economic growth in developing countries, so what we need, we have to break free from this circle. So how this circle could be How can we break this cycle? By injecting capital. We have to infuse huge capital. So investment has to be increased. What can be investment? And domestic or foreign? Any investment, foreigners may invest, so investment has to be made. Okay, so this is just one term, and this term shows the importance of investment or capital. Okay, so we have discussed capital formation, so this is just one term which is related with this. Okay, now in this chapter we have discussed meaning of economic growth, economic development, and some other concepts. Then how we measure. Second section indicators to how we measure economic development and where we stand. And third section factors which affect economic development, mainly capital formation. And finally, some goals, because we are talking about development, so some developmental goals have been fixed at global level. What are those goals? Sustainable development goals. And before sustainable development goals, which goals were there? Millennium Development Goals. So I'll give you a brief idea about MDGs, Millennium Development Goals, then we will discuss SDGs. So Millennium Development Goals. Millennium Development Goals. Okay, so after MDG, we started to Sustainable Development Goals. So I'll give you a brief idea about MDG, Millennium Development Goals. So these were fixed by which organization? So UNO. So UNO fixed these goals. In which year these were fixed? Millennium Development Goals? 2000. Means millennium means 2000. So these goals were actually fixed in 2000. Millennium. And Millennium Summit was held in UNO. Summit means attended by heads of the states. And they have fixed actually some goals which are to be achieved at global level. By which year these to be achieved? By 2015. For the next 15 years. And now after this we have fixed for the next 15 years, 15 to 30 SDGs. Okay, so these goals to be achieved by 2015. Okay, so how many goals are there? Hmm, Eight, eight goals. Eight goals were there. Okay, eight goals, and those are socio-economic goals. So I will briefly discuss what are these goals and the status of achievement by 2015 in India. Okay, eight goals were there. Okay, so what are goals? These eight goals. One is actually reduce poverty related to poverty. And there were some sub goals. Some goals are called targets here. There were some specific targets within this. Like one target is that to reduce poverty by half. So it means that we have to reduce poverty to half. And poverty they have defined as per international poverty line of World Bank. We will discuss. At that time, it was $1 a day. So people who are earning less than $1 a day will be reduced to half percentage of population who is earning less than $1 a day. So international poverty line I will discuss in next chapter. So as per international poverty line, poverty should be reduced to half. And between which time period? Between between which time period? Between not 2000 to 2015. The base was 1990. 1990 to 2015. Not actually in 15 years, in 25 years, we have to reduce poverty to half. Okay, one goal is reducing poverty, one target. Other target was reducing hunger by half between same time. So poverty which to be reduced to half and hunger to be reduced to half. So both poverty as well as hunger should be reduced to half, to be reduced to half. Okay. These are actually the targets or sub goals. Now I will discuss the status of achievement in India. Hmm. Poverty and hunger. Hunger means what? Food. If you don't have actually the deprivation of food, if you don't get food, you are hungry. Okay, and poverty means deprivation from basic amenities. Person may be poor means may not have actually access to basic amenities, may not be hungry but maybe not have proper clothes or house to live. So that person may be poor. So poverty means deprivation from basic amenities and hunger means deprivation from food. Okay, to what be successful status? Actually, I'm talking in terms of India. So status achievement and I'm talking till 2015 only. Okay, because assessment has to be made since 15, not now. So was it achieved or not? For example, I may give grades. Grades will be A, B, C, D. A means achieved and D means failed. Okay, it is actually marginally missed here. B, C, somewhat significantly missed, and D means failed. The significant gap remaining. So poverty, achieved or missed? Hmm? No, achieved. Achieved before 15. And hunger, marginally missed. B means somewhat missed, slightly missed. Okay, so on hunger, actually, we were not successful to reduce to hunger to half, but close to achievement. So D, yes, to half, half, yes. But hunger, we were not able to reduce to exactly by half, close to half. No? So only idea, broad idea is sufficient. Other is universal primary education. Universal primary education. While the goal was related with primary education, but there were targets relating to some primary level, secondary level also. So overall on this achievement, we see, so overall A, B, C, D, overall D. Like at primary level, there was significant success. So enrollment was close to 100%. But secondary level and tertiary level, the situation was not so good. So, but by and large, enrollments have increased. In primary level, almost 100%. Other is reduce gender gaps. Is gender gaps to be reduced. So gender gaps. So actually gender gaps on various aspects like gender gap in terms of education, in terms of work or employment. Now if we compare on education, so gender gap reduce more or less. So ABC, yeah. ABCD, yeah. In education, B or C, B and C. B in the sense that at primary level eliminated. Secondary level gaps remain, tertiary level have much higher gaps. So overall B or C in education. By and large, like at secondary level maybe B and tertiary level means above 12 is C. Gaps are more. And employment is close to C or D, significantly more. So either C or D means there are various aspects like labor force participation rate, unemployment rate. So overall, actually significantly missed or almost few. Significant gaps were there. Okay, so because there are sub targets also, I'm writing to you because there could be further there will be other targets. So only broad idea is sufficient. Okay, have we achieved or not? So by and large, not much successful. Yeah, relatively less. Other is environmental sustainability. Environmental sustainability. So we have to promote environmental sustainability. And for sustainability, there are three sub goals or targets. One is related to forest cover. Forest cover. One goal is related with the safe drinking water. People should have access to safe drinking water. Other is sanitation. Sanitation means toilet facilities. Okay, so forest cover, safe water, sanitation. So forest cover, ABC. Yes, by and large, B is somewhat missed. Safe drinking water, A or B. In urban areas, relatively A, but more close to rather B overall. Rather. So overall, we will consider to be B. And sanitation, actually D. We substantially missed, especially in rural areas, because there should be 100% actually sanitation facilities. And in 2015 in India, more than 60% rural population was actually did not have toilet facility. Because more than 60% of people were defecating in open in rural areas. So this was a major actually lag. And reason why government is focusing so much on Swachh Bharat because of this thing. Because we miserably failed on this, and lot of studies have shown that it is having lot of repercussions, especially on health. Other social repercussions are there, and lot of health repercussions are there. So one study shows that World Bank also shows that it reduces GDP by at least 2% points. This open defecation. One study in economic survey showed that the villages where there is open defecation, it cost additional cost on health, and that is 50,000 per family per annum. So 50,000 additional medical expenditure per family is incurred on that village where there is open defecation. So a lot of research have shown studies have shown that these have various repercussions, especially on health repercussions. So that is why government is focusing much more on this thing. Forest cover means to increasing the overall forest and green belt. So there are various sub targets. Okay, so apart from that, reduce child and infant mortality, the mortality rate, child and infant mortality rate. So here, child mortality is child normally up to 5 we consider, infant is up to 1 year. So we have to reduce. So what is situation? A, B, C. It is around B or C. It's close to B or C. It's not marginally more. Gaps are there. So B or C. Maybe more close to B. Okay, because there are some there is sub targets. So only broad idea is sufficient. Other is reduce maternal mortality rate. Maternal mortality rate. So it has to be reduced by 3/4. Overall B or ABC. It is actually um, B and D. Actually B in maternal mortality rate and D in one more parameter related to this, the 100% childbirth to be attended by doctors or experts. So, but in that actually D. Second one, okay, childbirth in India about 60% are only attended by doctors or experts. So still actually not all childbirths are attended by the doctors or experts. So on another parameter D. But otherwise as such on maternal mortality it is B. This slightly missed actually, marginally missed. But on the child was attended by doctors or experts, that is D. Other is reduce spread of diseases like HIV, AIDS, malaria, etc. Overall, if we see on HIV, AIDS, A or B, A. So there has been significant progress in containing great increase in HIV/AIDS. In malaria and other diseases, by and large, B. By and large, B. Malaria and other diseases, etc. By and large, B. Actually, these two are major problems in developing countries. HIV is mainly in Africa, and this is in most of the developing countries. Malaria. So overall, B. And HIV/AIDS, yes, it was quite successful. And other is partnership for development. Partnership for development. So it had various goals, like one goal relating to increasing use of information technology, IT, and others are regarding IT, A or B, A. So yes, actually the penetration of internet increase at very fast pace telecommunication trend. So it will enable people to participate, get information. and others by and large B or C. Like there are some international level goals, cooperation among countries or international organizations will be assisting developing countries. So by and large, uh, rather C in that, international level. So, but the domestic goal in life, especially into information technology, telecommunications, etc. was A. Okay, so these are the 8 goals under this under Millennium Development Goals, and what idea you should have about the status of achievement in India. Okay, then 2015, this assessment till 15, and then next in 2015 we have fixed the next goal for the next 15 years. So what are those goals? The goals, because in means they will ask a comparison to how they're different from this. So now these are now old, but actually comparison may be asked how they are different, how they are better, how they have higher likelihood of achieving. So that is why I have discussed briefly. Okay, now other is now the for the next 15 years is sustainable development goals. Sustainable development goals, SDGs. So which organization fixed these goals? Obviously UN. UN. In which year? 2015, and till achieved by 2030. So 15 to 30 for the next 15 years. And what is title of these goals? Title is under which name? Title is Transforming Our World. Transforming Our World. Transforming Our World, then the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Transforming Our World, the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. So Transforming Our World, the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Okay, these are actually Sustainable Development Goals. So Transforming Our World, the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. This was just named. And these goals were adopted in 15. Although originally these goals were presented in prelims, rather this question was asked. These goals were conceived in 1972. Yes, actually this is correct. In 1972, these goals were presented or discussed in a UN Conference on Human Environment. UN Conference on Human Environment. And so this fact was asked in prelims. Once these were originally actually means conceived in 1972. Yes, these were actually presented in UN Conference on Human Environment in Stockholm in 1972. Okay, but adopted in 15 and achieved by 30. Okay, so how many goals are there? Okay, is it desirable to have some goals at global level? Yes, because without goal, how will we properly plan? So there should be coordination at the one level, and we should have actually goals. So these are just like, can we say these will be similar or different? Similar or different? Hmm? Obviously, somewhat similar to this. So how many goals are there? 17 goals are there. And sub goals means like targets. Targets are 169. What is difference in goal and target? Hmm? Yes, targets are measurable, quantitative. Goals are general. We have to reduce poverty is a goal, and we have to reduce poverty by half exactly. That is target. Target are specific, which can be quantified or measured. Goals are general. We have to reduce this. We have to improve the environment, and here how much? Okay, this is specific. Okay, so goals actually and then targets. Just like this is a goal, reduce poverty, and reducing poverty by exactly half during this period, that is a target. This is specific. Okay, so I will now. What do you think? On the basis of common sense, can you tell me here 8 goals or 17 goals? So can we say some of the goals will be means they will be somewhat different or entirely different or exactly same? somewhat different. So can we say if there are more? So some of these goals have been elaborated. Yes, so some of these goals must be elaborated. Some new dimensions may be there or not. Yes, so two things are there. First of all, we'll discuss which goals have been elaborated. So elaborated goals. Which goal has been most elaborated? Any idea? Out of these eight goals, on the basis of pure common sense, which goal must be most elaborated? Very common sense logic. Very good. Environment sustainability reason or poverty reason. More important is reason. Which goal must be most elaborated? Environment why? No. What is logic? Everything is important. Environment is also important. Poverty alleviation was also important. Hunger is also important. All are important. But reason, very simple, common sense logic. Hmm? Yes, that is okay. But other problems are also there. Very simple logic. Very simple logic. What is name of these goals? So why they have put the name? They should have reason or anything, any name you just put. There must some reason for putting name or not. So which goal should be most elaborated? Which goal? Now anything is remaining environment. What the point? The environmental goal actually has been elaborated the most. Earlier, how many goals? One goal, and now you know how many goals are there? Six goals are there relating to environment. So earlier one, now six. Now what are six? To mention this, one is climate action. Climate action. Okay. Other is life on land. Okay. Climate action. Other is life on land. Other is life to on land and life below water, like marine life. Other is affordable and clean energy. Affordable and clean energy. Other is drinking water and sanitation. Drinking water and sanitation. Another is sustainable cities, sustainable cities and communities. So earlier there was one goal. Now six goals are there. Okay, so the most elaborated goal is which goal? Environmental goal. So earlier there were some, these are some sub goals or targets actually within environment. Which this one like this forest covered and this sanitation, drinking water. Now six goals are there. So environment has been most elaborated, and there are certain targets, sub goals or targets under each of the goal. Clear? One thing. Second, which goal? What do you think? One is this one. Second, which one? Which one? That is reducing poverty, relating to poverty. Earlier there was a goal of poverty. Now there are three goals are there relating to this. Means mainly socio-economic rather. So this is poverty, the kind of socio-economic. So socio-economic is earlier one poverty. Now it is one is end poverty. So what is meaning of this? Earlier half, now we have to eliminate. Okay, so it was actually halfway. Now we are concluding few things. Similarly, end hunger. So end poverty, one goal, end hunger. And third thing relating to poverty, hunger, and one more thing, inequalities. So eliminate or reduce inequalities. Okay, so earlier one goal relating to poverty or socio-economic goals, now three socio-economic goals: poverty, hunger, and inequality. To end poverty and hunger and reduce inequalities. Okay, so these are the two dimensions which have been elaborated. Clear? Acha, apart from the dimensions which have been elaborated, there could be some new dimensions or not? Yes, to elaborate now new dimensions or goals. Any idea which new dimension? Hmm? Which is altogether new, which was not there earlier. Which thing? I could not understand. Health. Health was there already. Biodiversity, environment is biodiversity. Environment, biodiversity is there in this environment. This is life on land, life on water, electricity, economic goals. So one dimension or goal, economic goals are there. One economic goal is decent work and economic growth. Decent work and economic growth. So employment means quality employment and growth. Okay, so earlier there was no goal as such directly economic goal. We may at the most say socio-economic, mainly poverty. So these are socio-economic, not economic as such. Now decent work and economic growth. Other is industry, innovations, and infrastructure. Industry, innovations, and infrastructure. So this is also purely economic. We have to promote industry. Manufacturing sector is very important for especially jobs, and innovations are important for development of overall. And infrastructure is very basic input to accelerate growth. Okay. Other is responsible consumption and production. So responsible consumption and production. So this is actually I have put in economic goal because related with production consumption, productive activities, but it is having also we can put under one more heading. Which heading? Hmm? Health, environment. Can we put in environment or not? Yes, mainly we can put what kind of goods we are producing, like polythene, etc. Responsible consumption, production, and reducing wastage, etc. So this is actually economic with a tinge with environment, or maybe put in environment also. Okay, so this may be put in environment, but actually broadly more have also related with economic and environmental. Okay, so responsible consumption and production. So these are the few means economic related to economic goals. Hmm. Decent work means the formal jobs, better quality of jobs with job security, reasonable wages, clear decent job. Formal sector means formal jobs with job security, etc. Other new dimension, one more new dimension have been added. No, international relations were last goal. Poverty. This was there now also. Partnership for development was there. One more dimension have been added, which was not there. Altogether new dimension. One is economic dimension, which was not there, and one more dimension. That is governance. So governance is also important or not? Corruption, governance, etc. So what is name of goal under this? Name of goal is which goal is related with governance? Hmm? Peace, justice, peace, justice, and strong institutions. So peace, justice, and strong institutions. So this is also important or not for well-being? Yes, it is also very important. We have discussed in some in development disease governance dimensions are there. So these are all together new dimensions: economic and governance, peace, justice, and strong institutions. Okay, so now how many have been added? So can we say, like for example, there eight goals were there, now 17. So how many added here in this addition? Addition is five. Why five? Why not six? One was already there, na? Now five have been added. So earlier one goal related to environment, now six goals related to environment. Okay, so addition five. Here how much added? Earlier one, now three. So how much added? Plus two. Earlier one, now three. So how much added? One plus two, three. Okay. How much addition here? There was no goal. So plus three was all are new. And here addition plus one. Okay, so how many goals? Three plus four, three plus one, four. Four and five, 9 and two, 11. So earlier how much? Eight goals were there. Now plus 11. So how much? 19. But goals are, so how? Hmm? No, it is separate goals. What may be where there is mistake here? Why two are extra? Is there any other possibility also? Any other possibility? Okay, it could be 17. Yes, यहाँ से हटा भी तो सकते हैं. There could be some goals may be merged. Now, which goals are somewhat similar? Which goals? Poverty, only one goal is there. No goal. Hunger and poverty were not two goals. It was one goal only. Which are similar goals? Three goals are common, relating to only one thing. Environment, one goal was there. This is related with which thing? Health. Okay, so all are related with health. Child, infant mortality, maternal mortality. Okay, child mortality and these diseases. So now they have actually clubbed together, and it is actually they've given the name good health and well-being. So it is clubbed together. Good health and well-being. So how many deducted? Minus how many? Minus 2. Why 2? Because 1 is there now. Earlier 3. So 2 reduced. So how much? 17. So good health and well-being. Minus 3 nahi, 1 is already there, na? Good health. 1 out of 3 now 1. So how much reduced? 2 reduced. So good health and well-being is the goal. It is SDG. Okay, and MDG 3, SDG 1 related to health. So good health and well-being. Okay, so this is how they are different. One is that some items I have been elaborated, some goals have been actually new additions are there, altogether new, which dimensions were not there in this. Okay, clear? Another is that okay, how they are different. What is difference in approach? So one very important approach is that their difference, which is there. These goals are based on internal resources, based on internal resources. So based on actually internal resources, the approach is that how these to be resources, government have to generate their own resources, countries should generate their own resources. So it means that they should be dependent more on international assistance or less. So it means that less dependence on international assistance, less dependence on international means assistance. अच्छा, why less dependent? Because it materialized or not in MDGs? It didn't materialize so much because whatever the goal for partnership and international level was not achieved. So less dependence on international assistance. So it means that countries have to generate their own resources. Okay, so now which dimension is there in this to capture this approach? Anything new goal to achieve in consonance with this economic goal? We have to enhance efficiency. Economic goal has been added in consonance with this approach. We have to reform economy. We have to increase production because social and economic are interrelated or independent. Interrelated, interdependent. So we cannot achieve social goals without having efficient economic system. So we have to increase productivity, production. Only then we can achieve even social goals. So this link was missing. These were only social goals as such. So now here they are more socio-economic because we cannot achieve social goals without having economically efficient economic means improving economic system as well. So clear. So that is why actually based on this scale like role of overall even market should be increased, growth should be increased, and industry, infrastructure, important sectors have to be promoted. Only then we can achieve social goals. So link between social and economic goals have been variables have been created here. So this is one additional means new thing which was not there, which was missing in this. Okay, so one approach is internal resource generation, and that is why economic goal has been this, and it is based on the experience from the past. Ke whatever expected assistance World Bank, IMF, etc. has to give to developing countries that didn't materialize, like coordination, cooperation, like developed countries may be transferring technology, etc. So, but that didn't happen actually. One thing. Second thing is actually in this participative approach. It is not new as such, but there is much emphasis on participative approach. Although there was also means partnership for development was there, but now the emphasis has been increased much actually. Although goal is one only, but the emphasis has increased much. Participative approach means कि here कि civil society should be involved, like private sector should be involved, NGOs should be involved in various developmental activities. The private sector, like in public-private partnership, infrastructure development (PPP). So NGO for various even implementing developmental programs, also training, etc. And general people awareness and so focus is on relating to this is also related with governance also. Okay, people should also be involved. There should be more transparency, etc. So this in focus actually relating to this to some extent it is also related with governance also. Okay, this approach should be participative. We should include people actually in taking decisions, etc. And private sector should also be involved because government cannot achieve this on its solely on its own. So we have to means create awareness among people, people's participation, private sector's involvement, NGOs, etc. So PPP for infrastructure development like this. So this is the broad change in approach actually. So one is internal resource generation, that is why economic goals headed, and other is that participatory approach which was already there that has to be further enhanced. So that's we should not rely solely on government. Clear? So this is how they are different. And apart from that, as I told you, okay, some minor changes here. They were midway and they are supposed to conclude few things like poverty and hunger to be and this. Similarly, like on enrollment has happened. So now actually focus here. The goal is now quality education. So instead of this primary education here focus, now the goal is this quality education. What does change in this? We are going to next level. Quality education means ke, enrollments have increased. So as far as enrollments are concerned, in India situation is satisfactory or not? Enrollment in school colleges, yes, they have increased at fast pace, but the quality is not up to the mark. Just like studies of annual survey of on education, like Acer report has shows that the children of maybe 7th class may not solve the questions of 3rd class mathematics. Okay, so the quality is not up to the mark. So now focus on quality education. Okay, so these are the broad changes or differences. Okay, and these are being to be achieved at global level and even there are country specific targets. So are they compulsory to adopt, achieve? Means is there any legal obligation? No, there cannot be legal obligation for these goals. Even DPSP in constitution, are they legally binding? Directive principles? No, they cannot be, because resources are limited. Yes, this is always better to reduce, eliminate poverty, but government don't have resources to eliminate poverty immediately or to reduce inequality. So obviously they cannot be legally binding. Now, what about government of India? Is government moving in this direction? Yes or no? Yes. So government of India has aligned the entire economic policy with SDGs. Now, all our developmental goals, all ministries have aligned their actually goals with SDGs. Okay, for example, the entire planning process now is as per SDGs. So, for example, in economic planning, so which body is responsible for planning? Niti Aayog. So, Niti Aayog has aligned the entire policy. Now, we have, instead of 5-year plans, now we have what kind of planning? We have 3 years. We have now 3 years action plan, and it is within 7 years national development agenda, and 15 years vision document. This is the framework of plan. Earlier we had 5-year plans. Now from 2017, we 5-year plans have been abandoned, and government adopted this 3-year action plan and 7-year national development agenda. So why 15 years vision document? What is these three? This is actually vision. NDA shows strategy, and this is action plan. So now in our planning process, so there is actually one vision. According to vision, we are designing a strategy, means like which sector to promote it, what type of policies we should be adopting, to what extent market should be operating, in which sector government should be intervening. Overall, this is strategy of development, like how much LPG, how much government intervention, what kind of policy, and action plan. As per this strategy, the specific programs, allocation of money to Manrega, Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, or various other government developmental programs. So allocation of funds, exactly what we have to do, means on the ground as such. So this is action plan. So now, and okay, so I repeat once more, okay, vision means the broad, actually our goal and broad approach to achieve the goals. And with to achieve this actually vision, we have designed a strategy, a specific policy, and the develop means overall actually government's policy strategy means ki which sector we should focus more or less. And here is the exact allocation money, how much money we should be allocating to these implementation of programs to achieve as per this strategy, and this strategy to achieve this vision. Now this our vision document is 15 years. It is in consonance with what? In consonance with SDGs, because SDGs will be achieved in the next 15 years. So SDGs, clear? So it means that our this overall economic planning is based on this, and various ministries have aligned their actually goals with these SDGs. So every ministry's programs are linked with these SDGs. Clear? And now Niti Aayog, along with the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation and UN India and one more organization, so has prepared one index to monitor performance of states on SDGs. What is name of that index? SDG India Index. SDG India Index. So developed by mainly Niti Aayog along with some other institutions like Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. So SDG India Index have been developed. So what is this index? Yes, actually, this index monitors the performance of in states in moving towards SDGs. Or just mention one line K. It tracks performance of states in moving towards SDGs. Performance of states in moving towards SDGs. In moving toward SDGs means कि in achievement in towards SDGs, to what extent they are actually achieving SDGs. And currently it covers for means not all 17 goals. How many goals? Currently it covers 13 out of 17 SDGs. Why four are not covered? Four goals are not covered because of lack of some data, so resources. So these will be added later. So currently 13 goals are being monitored. So on 13 means parameters like education, health, etc., to which state is going more closer to SDGs. So states are ranked, and states are divided in how many categories? Four categories. Like one is achievers. Achievers means which have achieved the SDG. So they give a score because it's the index. So a score is given. If score is 100%, 100 score, sorry, not percentage, just 100 score, then achieved. So any state which has already achieved these SDG now, obviously no state has achieved now because these will be achieved by 2030. So no state has achieved this achiever. Then front runner. So front runner score is about how much? 65 to 99, means only idea about score is 65 to 99. Then front runner. Any state in front runner? Yes, few states like Kerala, Himachal Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and no, no, not Andhra. Uh, then this Pondicherry and Chandigarh. Pondicherry, huh, in Chandigarh. So these some states are actually around 4 5 states are in front runners. Means they are somewhat close to this. Okay. Other is performance. Performance means 50 to 64. So some states, lot of states are in performance, and then other are aspirants. Aspirants means below 50. So few states are under this aspirant like Bihar, Assam, UP are aspirant. The three states are aspirant. Okay, and Himachal, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Chandigarh, and Pondicherry. These five are in front runner. So 5 states are in front runner, and 3 states are achiever, and rest are actually in performer. Okay, so what is benefit of this? So it means that this index is monitoring performance of states in moving towards SDG. So what is benefit? What are advantages of this index? Hmm? Achievement. First of all, the obviously the performance of state will be monitored. So what will be benefit of monitoring performance? Like if a state is performing one better than other, then would it help accountability of state? To increase actually accountability of a state, because one state is performing, why you are not performing? Even a state will become more accountable to public if other state has progressed more, and this is actually socio-economic development. So why you are lagging? So people may even accountability to public will increase. Apart from that, will it promote competition among states? Yes. So it is called competitive federalism. Competition actually among states will increase. The competition in which thing? In achieving social goals. So we will discuss later also that this is called competitive federalism. So it will induce an element of competition. Okay, if this state is better performing better, I should perform better than this, so that I may be rewarded by people also. Okay, like people may re-elect government. Okay, this government was more effective. Any other advantage that is related with this? Other most important thing is that timely corrective actions. So timely corrective actions. Can you give me example of corrective action? Why it is needed? Corrective action, why? Timely corrective action is why? On what basis? Have we learned from MDGs? What we have learned from MDG? कि why government is focusing so much on Swachh Bharat? Reason is that we miserably failed on sanitation. Then government just started so much effort. So do you think if government could be monitoring earlier and government, then we need not required to just hurry about that. So it should be taken care of earlier. They will be better or not? Yes. Once we knew okay, we miserably failed and there are a lot of repercussions, then we started. So would it be better if we could have monitored earlier and taken care of earlier timely basis? Yes. So if we will be lagging behind, so it should not be in 30, then we say, okay, what happened? No, so we should monitor and then, and apart from that, center may also take corrective action, can assist state and can change the development policy, may focus more on those sectors where we are lagging so that probably we will achieve this. So this is the main advantage of this objective of this index. Okay, so as I told you, all all ministries have aligned these goals, and I just give you overview of these SDGs. But you will discuss in all sections. For example, like in social sector, also when you study health, education, to Ministry of Health, Ministry of Education, all these ministries concerned with health and education, they have their programs are all aligned with this thing. So in some sections we will discuss, but otherwise in various sections actually all goals relating to these have been aligned with, all ministries have aligned with these policies as per these goals. So in specific sections, even once there was a question on means only on health, okay, SDG on health and government policies on health. Okay, so this that, or maybe like in environmental section we'll discuss on environment, okay, what are SDGs and what are ministries policies to achieve these SDGs, which SDG, which policy. So you should try to you have to correlate with others in detail. So I just give you overview how they are different from MDGs, why they are fixed and at national level. Okay, so this is SDG. So any doubt in SDGs? Okay, concept is very simple. Okay, so this is all in this first chapter, that is growth and development. So in this chapter we have discussed, I told you basic concepts of growth and development, then indicators and how we important factors like capital formation and some general goals at global level.